Leo, welcome to your reading. So before I dive in, I did want to make an announcement about the 2026 tarot readings. So I did this last year where it's a tarot reading by Astrology House, and then I do it for all 12 signs. And so those videos are going to be available on December 19th. They're going to go live on both YouTube and Rumble at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so right after the new moon in Sagittarius. And because of the length of the videos, right now they're about an hour in length, I'm not able to post them to TikTok. So if you're watching this on TikTok, I'm going to try and link my YouTube channel in the description. If not there, I do have my handle in my bio. So you can always go to youtube.com and just put in @Tarot with Michelle, just exactly like that, the ampersand Tarot with Michelle. I'm sure I dated myself saying that, but you put that in, you'll find me. So with that, I'll announce it again in next week's videos. And I'll be making a post that I put on YouTube. So Leo, let's dive into your reading and tell me about your current energy. What's influencing you? What do you need to focus on? And your past? And your strength? Your near future? What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? So Leo, this video is available on TikTok @Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Fool. Love this energy. It's a new beginning. You're actually about to have some sort of breakthrough because the new beginning is connected to the end of an old cycle. There is this kind of transition period that you're currently in. I'm picking that up pretty loud and clear. This is about you kind of embracing the new beginning. So this tells me that you're kind of closing out the old cycle. You're kind of working through those last little bits that are still remaining in the old cycle, because I'm getting a little bit more healing, but really it's the closure. It's the recognition that it's done, it's over, that the cycle itself, you've learned everything that you need to learn. And you're at the point of kind of making peace with it and kind of moving on, saying, okay, I recognize it's closed. I've gained everything out of that. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready for the next phase, the next chapter, because that's the Fool card coming through. And so when I look at your current energy, I'm getting the Queen of Wands, which is you, and it's being influenced here by Temperance, Sagittarius, so another fire sign. This is really about taking whatever action aligns with your internal balance. This is that kind of yin-yang energy, that masculine and feminine integration, acting from a balanced place, finding and maintaining it. It's going to benefit you in the new beginning, but it feels like this is part of that integration of the old cycle, the lessons learned, integrating it with who you are, your decision-making process in the future. And so any lessons that you learned in the old, you don't lose them when the cycle completes. You integrate the lessons into yourself and you use that information to your advantage as you're moving forward. That's how I'm picking up your energy. So I'm picking up a little bit of the old, but it's more at the end. And so there might still be a little bit of healing because I just got that again, like almost, it doesn't feel like it's as hurtful as it once was, but I'm getting like pinpricks. And the way it feels, it's like that pinch, like the end, like you're at the end, something here needs to close. It's just not as influential. There was a period of time where it was a heavy pain, and that was really influencing your balance, your decisions, and everything, all the actions that you were taking as you were moving forward. I don't get that sense anymore. I'm getting this pinprick. So you're at the end of this. I do feel like you're kind of leading into this new beginning more and more. And what the universe wants you to focus on here with the 10 of Pentacles is, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What kind of goals have you set for yourself? What's the direction that you're moving here? Because this is really about you setting yourself up for long-term success. And so what does that look like here? Because you are in the new beginning with the Fool. You get to decide how all of this plays out. And coming at it from a balanced place is going to show you all the steps necessary to make this happen. So really get clear on the kind of life that you want to live. and plan for it. Showing up here in the past, I'm getting the moon. This is that go with the flow energy. It's about trusting your intuition, but this is what's helping you find this kind of balance within yourself. It's this recognition that the old is really done, that you are at the point of kind of go with the flow. Things are changing, things are moving. There was periods here where it was going really quick. And so there wasn't really anything that you could do about that except lean into it. And it feels like you're at the point now of kind of accepting that this is all just flowing, that there is energy that is flowing and you're meant to kind of go with it. You're not meant to resist this. It's about leaning into it. And so when I look at your strength, then I get the Hanged Man here. And so a lot of Pisces energy. This is really about your 10 of Pentacles. What kind of goals are you setting for yourself? Because the Hanged Man is showing you exactly what you need to see around those goals, the path that you need to take, what kind of actions you need to take, but also how do you align? And that's really what the Temperance is all about. This integration of all the prior lessons into who you are, using this to your advantage as you're moving forward, really does show you the big picture. It tells you which lessons are going to be really significant, why you needed to learn those lessons in the first place, especially those really deep, painful ones, because right or wrong, I mean, we have to learn them for a specific reason. And so why do you need to know them? Is it sometimes it's just for contrast? Sometimes it's because you need to leverage the skills that you developed to heal from those. And so it's really about the understanding, that big picture understanding here that you're going to be able to use to your advantage. And that's really going to help you here with the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. This is not coming through as a real block. I am getting a little bit of that pain. It's again coming through. So we'll see what comes up when I clarify, but it feels like it's that kind of last ditch effort from the old cycle that you're kind of working through. Because when I look at how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting that star, the Aquarius energy, along with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotional growth and maturity. It's emotional intelligence. It's being very grounded and stable in who you are, recognizing that acting from a place of emotional stability is always going to be in your favor because you're going to be able to trust your intuition, but you're also going to see things more clearly, including the healing process, what you've healed from, how does that align with your goals and dreams? Like what lessons did you learn that can help you and assist you in achieving success here? All of that feels like it's coming into play. And it's all because of the work that you've been doing with that King of Cups energy. It's all of this integration that I'm picking up on. And that's probably the best way for me to describe it, because you're not dismissing any of these lessons. You're not just discarding them altogether. You're really, truly integrating them into your person. It's like adjusting your foundation with this new healing, this new information. It's creating a more solid base for you. The 5 of Cups is showing up here in your hopes or fears. And now this is a shift in mindset. It's a shift in perspective. It's you acting from a place of balance instead of a place of loss. And so this feels like it's very pivotal for you to make this adjustment. You recognize it on some level because it's showing up here in your hopes or fears. And it feels like this is something that you're actively working towards, leaning into the new, not the old. Because the new is the 2 of Cups that are standing. It's the integration. It's the balance. The old is the place of loss, that pain that you healed from. And so when I look at the outcome here and I get the Lovers showing up, the Lovers, it's Gemini. It's about the choices that you make. Now, this could be with another person because the 10 of Pentacles is a card of marriage. It's building a family, building a life with another person. And the Lovers here, it's the Lovers. So it's soulmate energy. Take it as it resonates for you. If it's not about that for you, it is about the choices that you make and the kind of legacy that you want to leave behind. What kind of life do you want to build for yourself from this point forward? And so let's get some additional detail. Tell me about that Queen of Wands with Temperance. 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands here is a card of patience. I'm getting a lot of surrender. This is about you kind of accepting the flow of things, not trying to force an issue, trying to learn as much as you possibly can. This is really about the integration. This actually feels like you've been going through a transformation for a period of time. And now it's about, okay, taking it all in, really absorbing it into your person. It feels like part is conscious and part is unconscious or subconscious. There's something that these decisions that you're making to say, I'm done with the past. And then there's other pieces here where your higher self and your spirit guides are saying, okay, but yes, those happened for a reason. And you need to understand the reasons why. And it's really imparting that kind of knowledge into you. Tell me about that 10 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. So this is growth and prosperity. This is a positive turn of events. I love this. With the Ten of Pentacles, what you're focusing now as you're entering into this new full energy, growth and expansion. You're entering into a period of, I'm getting quick momentum. When this really gets going, it's going to get going. And I'm also picking up here a lot of growth and expansion, a lot of opportunities coming your way. The lessons, everything connected to the past has to close out because you're not going to have the bandwidth to be able to do it. Not the way the energy is coming through. It's almost like it's barreling towards you and you need to be ready. Now, divine timing is at play, so it's only going to show up when you're ready. But let's get the moon. Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is out here twice. I really love this card because being able to see the big picture, really understanding the impact of things, the direction that you're moving, this all works in your favor. It's a skill that you develop that you're going to be able to tap into in the future. This is part of the lessons that you just learned. This is about the changes that are happening within you and understanding why, but it's giving you the clarity that you need in order to see all of the details, understand obstacles and challenges. Where do they exist? Why do they exist? How do you overcome them? How do you just keep moving down this path to make this Ten of Pentacles your reality? Tell me about the Hanged Man. Lovers. So the Lovers is out here twice. I'm starting to get double cards. So you might be seeing signs and synchronicities, things in pairs. It's balanced energy. Things are coming into alignment for you. That's what it indicates. And so here with the Hanged Man and the Lovers, there's some sort of choice or decision that is going to be very clear to you because you're looking at the big picture. You're understanding everything that's taking place. Tell me about this Nine of Wands. Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a new beginning here. This actually feels like the closure that you're looking for. I don't get the 9 is going to be, because the 9 of Wands is really the end of a cycle from a numerology standpoint. And the Ace of Wands here with it really does indicate taking action. It's kind of destroying the last bits of the old cycle is really how the energy is coming through. So it's healing, yes, but it's more the destruction of the barrier. It's any kind of last remnants. I'm not getting that this is a major barrier at all. It's more of the awareness that the entire process needs to complete. And so you're taking action here to close it out. Tell me about the Star. The Sun. So the Sun here, I'm getting a lot of hope and optimism, but it's really shedding light on the entire situation. It's shedding light on your goals and dreams and how you need to be in order to align with them, meaning balanced and focused on the future and not carrying around kind of any open wounds or any barriers that are blocking your path, because this is the awareness that you get from the Hanged Man energy. And so it's helping you kind of overcome old wounds. It's helping you heal from the past, close it out, preparing you for the new beginning. Tell me about this King of Cups. Chariot. Cancer energy, success and victory here. Yeah, I love that. Your emotional growth and everything that you're learning about yourself, when you stabilize and you allow yourself to kind of act from that place of emotional maturity, it feels like there is a lot of success and victory, that any kind of obstacles that show up on the way, they're much easier to handle because of your approach. You're very realistic and grounded. And because you're so balanced and integrated, you've integrated all those old lessons, it feels like you're set up for success here. You're set up to really maximize all these opportunities that are going to open up for you. Tell me about that Five of Cups. So I'm getting the Knight of Wands here. And so the Knight of Wands is taking action. It's moving in the direction of what you want. And this is exactly why you're doing all this work here, because you want to act from a balanced place. You want to see things clearly. Be free of any old obligations, old wounds, break down all these barriers so that you can go after exactly what you want. It's a hope or a fear. I mean, it's coming through as a hope. And it feels like that's exactly how this is playing out. What you're working towards is showing up here. It's also what you're being guided to do by the universe. Tell me about the Lovers. Magician. You're manifesting what you want. It's the energy you put out, you get back. And in a lot of ways, this Lover's energy is the same kind of energy where you make a choice from the heart and you're choosing here based on your vibration. You're working towards it with the Magician. You're set up for success here. So whatever this long-term goal looks like, you have all the skills necessary to make it happen, especially when you break down the last remnants of whatever this wound it represents. So, Leo, we're going to take this into the extended. We're going to dive a little bit deeper and get hidden messages here. We're going to get messages from your higher self, advice on how to stay on track, and then how all of this plays out over the next month. So, if you're interested, link is below. Otherwise, I will see you soon. Take care.